So Trump challenges media to talk about Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, when discussing the Jeffrey Epstein. He's been interviewed, he's been asked about it. I think this is the clip, Rob, if you got it. Play this clip.
Well, I don't want to talk about that. What I do want to say is that Todd is a great attorney, but you ought to be speaking about Larry Summers. You ought to be speaking about some of his friends that are hedge fund guys. They're all over the place. You ought to be speaking about Bill Clinton, who went to the island 28 times. I never went to the island.
Do you maintain you did not write a letter for Jeffrey Epstein's birthday?
I don't even know what they're talking about. Now, somebody could have written a letter and used my name, but that's happened a lot. All you have to do is take a look at the dossier, the fake dossier. Everything's fake with that administration. Everything's fake with the Democrats. Take a look at what they just found about the dossier. Everything is fake. They're a bunch of sick people. Where did you see the people laying outside?
Right across your...
What do you think, is going on with the Epstein? One moment they're going to release it. One moment they're not going to release it. We've been following the story very closely. We've been following what Epstein's background is closely, way before it became a story right now. How do you view the entire Epstein scandal?
A few things. One, I think Democrats got interested in this about 5 minutes ago, and it's apparent to people that it is completely cynical, political. They think they can use it to divide the president from his base. They have failed at that, by the way. There's a narrative that Republicans are mad at him. They're not. His numbers among Republicans have gone up since this story started. They like what he's doing. But that's the only reason Democrats are crying about this right now, is because they think it's a political weapon. They don't care about the victims. They don't care about the human toll here. It's just politics. That's number one. Number two, when I heard about the birthday letter, it gave me Kavanaugh high school yearbook vibes. Remember when Kavanaugh was going through his...
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we got his high school yearbook.
Oh, yeah. You like beers.
Same kind of thing here. So, the president says he didn't write it. It doesn't sound like Donald Trump, honestly. And do I think that somebody put together a book for Epstein? Probably, maybe. But here's what I know. Here's the only things I really know. They were friends. Trump disowned him, kicked him out of his club when it became apparent the guy was a creep. And then they didn't have any contact. That's what I know about that period. I also know this. If there were anything in these files that could hurt Donald Trump, when Joe Biden had them for 4 years, when the Democrats had possession of them, they would have released it.
Yep.
I have no doubt about that. And so I'm not really thinking there's anything in here. How does it end? They'll have to release something. They tried to get the grand jury material. A judge said no. I guess they'll keep working on that. My assessment is they'll probably have to release something. Some people will accept it. Some people won't. But I don't think he's wrong that there obviously were people who went to the island. We don't seem to care about that. We only seem to care about Trump, who disowned the guy before any of this ever became public.
It's funny you're saying this. Jamil Hill, one of your colleagues, who is on. I don't know if she's a colleague or not, but she's on there regularly. This is her talking about how she feels about the Epstein, and your reaction to this very, very interesting. Go ahead, Rob.
I'm just very satisfied by seeing him make such a huge unforced error.
I have to say, your use of the word delicious to start your comments, and then you're saying that you're very satisfied. But, we are talking about a situation here where young women were abused. This is a tragic case. Maxwell's in jail because she helped traffic the women. This is a very, very tragic case. I see Democrats and people on the left taking great political delight in this because they don't care one bit about the victims. They only started caring this about 5 minutes ago. They only started caring 5 minutes ago when it was a cudgel against Trump. So this kind of language where we just sort of laugh about the situation but forget the underlying issue, the victims here, to me, it's
so
beyond the pale.
What's your solution to?
Yeah.
What's my solution, by the way? My solution to going back and building a time machine and stopping Jeffrey Epstein from becoming a total and complete creep. Look, the solution is if they have documents that you can release, and it's credible information, and it's not, third, fourth-hand hearsay, fine. If you want to put the grand jury stuff out, fine. But the solution is for people to realize Democrats only care about this for one reason. They have completely and utterly failed to stop Trump for the last 6 months. This is just the latest thing. And by the way, next month it'll be something else. And next month it'll be something else. They are lurching from one made-up thing to the next to try to implant in the public firmament the idea that Trump had something to do with Epstein's wrongdoing. It's the same thing they did with Russia. We just want people to believe Russia stole the election for him. Now half the country believes it. They want half the country to believe that he had something to do with Epstein, whether it's true or not. It's not true, but whether it is or not, they just need that to become part of a narrative. No facts, no truth, narrative. This is why they're cratering, because people are onto the narrative-driven politics. It's crazy.
But so let me ask you a question, Scott. So but let's take Trump completely out of the equation. When it comes to like the Bill Gates and how Melinda Gates said on camera, she basically divorced her husband because of his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Take that for what it's worth. She said he was deplorable. No, I'm sorry. No, she said he was abhorrent, that he was evil personified when she was around him. She felt disgusted. Then go to Bill Clinton, was on the airplane 28 times, very close relationship, visited the White House 17 times. Let's take Trump completely out. When you have a team like Pam Bondi, who worked in Florida after the conviction, and she came in after the Attorney General. Then you have Dan Bongino, you have Kash Patel, who are running on this campaign of Epstein, watch what I'm going to do day one and all this. What do you say to them? And then Pam Bondi getting caught saying, tens of thousands of hours and stuff like that. Taking Trump out, what do you say to the people like me who are like, okay, wait a minute. You guys are talking the talk. Now you guys are in, and all of a sudden it feels like somebody's telling them to shut up. Somebody's saying to sweep this under a rug because there are some powerful people on there. Not even Trump. Just everybody else, like major players are still involved. What do you say about that?
Well, my view is, if anybody committed crimes, they should be investigated and taken to trial. I mean, if you committed a crime, you should face consequence. I don't care how rich you are or how powerful you are. That's number one. Number two, I don't think you can just do away with this, because it's apparent to me that there's enough support in the Congress to want to release something. Mm-hmm. And now, we're in August, so the Congress is gone. Agree. And so, if I were advising them, I would say, listen, what can you get out? What can you do here? What is within the realm of the possible? Because if you let this eat up the rest of the calendar year in Congress, if this sort of takes precedent over the rest of your agenda, that would be a terrible thing. And so my suspicion is over the next few weeks, you're likely to see something. Again, I'm under no expectation it'll satisfy everybody, but I think they should probably do what they can do. But all the time, Trump is right. The Democrats don't care about this because they care about victims or anybody else. If they did, they would have released it when Joe Biden had possession of the records. If they cared, Biden would have released the records. Mm-hmm. They only care now because of Trump. And, so continuing to deal with this does to some degree play their game.
I agree with Scott. Once a year, we host a conference called the Vol Conference. We're expecting nearly 12,000 people here at the event. Rob, you can play the clip and just turn off the audio while I'm going through it. And we have special guest speakers that will be there this year. You already know Tony Robbins. If you've never seen Tony Robbins live, you got to do whatever you can to come to this event. He's going to be speaking for a couple hours and doing a Q&A. And then we have Martha Stewart. We were able to get Martha Stewart to agree to come out, the first original influencer that became a billionaire in 99. She's going to share her tips on what she did. She's got a documentary that came out. Everybody I see, the ladies are like, oh, my God, did you watch the documentary? This is your chance to get a chance to have an opportunity to meet her. And then David Falk, Michael Jordan's agent, who did all those big deals, will be at the Vol Conference. 3 days, 200-page manual we'll go through together. Best place for networking. Bring your spouse, bring your business partner. If you haven't yet registered, go to thevaultconference.com or that QR code right there. Get registered. Come spend 3.5 days with us, September 8th through the 11th at the GAYLORD. And don't tell me you'll do it next year. I'm so tired of 25 years of hearing everybody saying next year, next year, next year. Do it now. Spend 3.5 days with us. We can't wait to see you there.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.